Great weather. Nah, just great weather, man. Tropical place.
I guess for you guys after losing to Tassie the other day and then coming to Cairns and getting a win, I guess how hard is that to get back on track? Either or.
I mean, it's great, to end the losing streak and get one on the road. Kansas is a pretty good team this year. They made us work for it, so it's good to get back on the winning note. Still got things to patch up, though.
Coach, can you just talk about how this just boosts your team's confidence getting a win like this on the road?
We're a pretty confident bunch of guys. We just haven't been playing well. Tonight it was great to be in a situation where we could control our own destiny. We've like a couple of games we've lost. We've had leads down the stretch, so to hold on, and we get a 9-day break now, so we can start working on some things since we've got some of our roster members back now.
You're happy with the way those guys came in off those injuries?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you can see Windler as he shapes into some good form. Like his offensive game, like he's very underrated defender, obviously a terrific rebounder. I don't know how many he ended up with, but he kept a lot alive. And there was one particular play in the fourth where he just kept it alive. And I think Bryce was the recipient of that little baseline jump shot. Like he gets zero credit, but his tenacity to get in there and just hunt rebounds was terrific. Wagstaff in the fourth was magical. So, we're chipping away at it. You want wins, but you also want to grow. And you can see we still got a lot of growth with our team.
That last piece is probably Keanu, obviously, tonight.
Yeah.
So are you happy with the way the guys have stepped up and covered those minutes?
Yeah, Almanza got a good opportunity early in the game, and then Aquera, he hasn't played for a couple games, so for him to come out and give the productivity and the effort, he's been terrific at practice, so to be able to reward those guys for that, no one gets to see how hard those guys work. So when they go in and make the most of it, that's a great moment for a coach.
A few teams do start with the defence sort of back half court, where you boys tonight really sort of started in front of their faces. Is that something you've worked on the last couple of weeks? Yeah,
like that's like a subtle change. But Ty Webster's missed the last couple games for us, and he's really integral into that. But with our youth, with Pepper and Henschel, like that's something that they need to bring every night, so we can just pressure teams, because we got a good athletic team, and when we're dialed in defensively, we can be pretty good.
All right, we'll jump onto Zoom if anyone has any questions. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, I'm happy to jump in. John, how happy are you with the response from last Friday night against Melbourne? I know you didn't win on Sunday, but the response in a lot of the areas was there in Tasmania, and then tonight the response was pretty strong as well.
Yeah, the response is like, Melbourne, it was early in the season, so you can get a little frustrated with the way you play. Hopefully that's something we can just throw away and not revisit for quite some time. So I thought we showed some makings of it in Tasmania. Like that was, both myself and Roth addressed that after the game. That was an ugly game. They come through in the end. So tonight we just need to chip away until we find like a good cadence and rhythm to the way we're playing at both ends of the floor.
Obviously Bryce was amazing tonight, but so was Christian Doolittle. I mean, he's just a winner, isn't he? He's just so competitive. I mean, what's it like having somebody like that is going to just give absolutely everything out there?
He helps winning. You mentioned that about a winner. I think he's comfort level with our group, with Australia. The synergy he has with his teammates after last year, he's taken a nice step in growth in his just like own confidence in what he can be in this league. So I think you guys are starting to see an improved Christian Doolittle.
Bryce, can I get your thoughts on Christian as well? What's it like having him as a teammate? Because there's not many guys that match your competitive instinct, but maybe he's on that similar sort of level.
He's so dynamic on the floor. You see for stretches of the game, he can take over by putting points on the board. He can lock up the other team's best player or get big-time rebounds. Like whatever you need to do, like he can get it done. So it's a joy having him on the floor for sure.
There's not a battle you don't enjoy, but did you enjoy that battle with Rob Edmonds out there tonight?
It's just another day.
John, 9-day break, like you said. I mean, The last two performances have been really encouraging, and now hopefully Keanu's right and you can get a full squad available for the New Zealand trip. You're never going to be happy at 2 and 3, but are you reasonably content the way you're tracking?
No. No.
At the same time, how nice will it be to have everybody available, hopefully, unless something goes wrong between now and next Saturday?
Yeah, look, it'll be nice to have everyone on the practice court for consecutive days and us starting to hopefully look like what we envisaged when we put this roster together in the off-season.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Craig, sorry, come on, Craig.
Yeah, Bryce, every time John spoke in the past couple of weeks, he's talking about the lack of Ty and lack of Dylan and how it's impacted the guys on the floor. How did you see it tonight, having those guys back out there and experience around you to help you?
I mean, it's great. I mean, these are two huge contributors to our team, so whenever they're not on the floor, we're going to miss them. And then when they're back on the floor, I think you see the immediate impact right away. So I was happy as ever to have him back out there and can't wait to have KP back out there soon enough.
Did it make you more open? Did you feel that it was harder for them to really lock down on you when those guys were playing their roles?
I don't know. I don't know what their scout is. Every team's scout is different. You just got to take it one game at a time. But I know we played much better as a team with them out there, and that's the most important thing.
The TV zoomed in on you after the game, having a long chat with Christian about the finish. 2 games in a row where you haven't been able to get the ball inbound. What was the chat there like? Can you take us inside what you need to do in those last moments to fix that last sort of play?
I told him he's amazing at how he can just take over games, and I asked a couple pointers from him. That's all I was talking to him about. And
John, do you feel like this is, having lost a couple of home games, do you feel like this helps you to sort of get one back in the way on the road? Does it any way make up for dropping the home ones?
Absolutely not. Like, Fortress has to be, we got to figure that part out at RAC. But like the next challenge is we go on the road again to New Zealand. So I think what road wins does is allow you to figure out how you can compete consistently, and what we saw in Tasmania and what we saw here was very good, but now we need to keep building, and we get the opportunity to do that in New Zealand in 9 days' time, and then we'll address RAC and giving those guys a better performance.
And does what you saw tonight with Bryce having both Ty and Bill on the floor, does that excite you about what this, you sort of said before how you're still getting a look at what it looks like, but does it give you more of an idea about how this group will look with Bryce on fire when those guys are out there?
Yeah, you just saw tonight how important it is for everyone, to bring what their strength is to our group. Ty pushes the ball, Doolittle's aggressive, he's assertive, and then that gives Bryce some extra space and freedom to operate in, and when he gets to that mode, it's tough to stop him. So everyone has to play their part, so then everyone can be at their best.
Thank you.
Cheers, Craig. Thank you.